Hey guys, Kev here, and I wanted to show you guys the Bladesmith knives from Kizer for August. I'm just a little behind, but wanted to show these to you. We have two. We have the mini Bulldog, and then we have the Zero. So these are their more premium line, and yeah, let's check them out. So the mini Bulldog is one I already checked out in the Vanguard series, but this is a more premium version. I believe this is the frag pattern one. Yeah. So it's stone washed. Oh, we have a little Ziploc on these. Nice. Okay, Kizer, stepping it up with the Ziploc. And a little baggie. Cool, cool. So it is, again, the mini Bulldog. Nice pocket clip. I really like that on this premium version. It is not reversible, unfortunately. That's something that Olex is pretty big on, so it's interesting that they didn't go for it. You have a stone-washed blade. Looks kind of more like a blasted blade to me than a stone-wash, but maybe a blast and tumble or something. And then you have a kind of satin flats, and then you got this blast back up here again. Kind of interesting, and it goes with the handle because the handle is blasted as well. It is a crossbar lock. I talked to Olex after my Vanguard series video where I showed the mini Bulldogs, and he said he actually originally designed the Bulldog to be a compression lock, like a button compression lock style. I'm pretty sure. So I thought that was interesting. We do have liners in there, but they are nested, which is nice. I like seeing that. I really want a reversible clip. Kizer, if you're watching this, it's sort of a, and I'm surprised Olex, he must have tried and they didn't do it, because I don't think he would have okayed it to not have a reversible clip. He's too smart for that. This is an ambidextrous lock, so you can manipulate the lock with your left or right hand identically, right? So it's not like it's a right-handed frame lock or something. So you really need to have an option for a left-handed pocket clip to let the lefties operate it properly, because you want to grab onto a clip right here to close it. And even to open it makes it easier to grab on to the clip. I guess, no, see, when I close it like that, a lot of people are going to grab right here and kind of sling it down. So you really want to have a reversible clip. So that's unfortunate. And then I gave my thoughts in the Vanguard video where, and I'll link that along the way here, where this point is very sharp. And I don't know if it's just me, maybe not everybody does it this way, but when I fire this thumb stud, my thumb ends up coming up right where this is. And on that Vanguard video, I actually poked myself a couple of times right on there. I seem to be doing it a little bit differently or better here. I think I just know to get my thumb out of the way, and I'm definitely not firing it as hard as I was because I'm scared, because I'm a little bitch. But yeah, love the ergonomics, love the size, love the design, really well done. I love Olex, great dude. Love the pocket clip. Let me see how well it works, because it is on that frag. Yeah, it's pretty tight, and that's even on my very thin pants. So, you know, it works though. It is a short clip, and it kind of naturally ends up being a bit tight, and then you have that frag pattern. So if you're worried about that, maybe don't get the one with the frag pattern. Probably be a little easier on a smoother surface. Love the milling on the clip there. This is an S45 VN, by the way. Excuse me. The next one is as well. I didn't notice the detail on the pivot. You have like a cross-shaped pivot there, which is cool. Gives it a custom look. Really good springs in there. You obviously have the clutch lock, so you can adjust this, I assume. Yep. It's on the strongest setting out of the box. Feels good. So that's the Mini Bulldog, more premium edition. This one I believe is $159. Is that what it was? Let me just triple check real quick. Here it is on their website. $149. I'll put a link in the description down below to Kizer's website. It's in stock there. I'll probably link it on Blade HQ as well. So let's check out the next one. That is the Zero. This one looked really interesting, like wild. This is from Massier Torbay. I butchered that, so don't worry. You have titanium and aluminum in the handle, S45EN hand brushed, and it's a frame lock, 3.22 inches. And it's a crazy design, so I'm a little worried I'm not going to like it because of how wild it is, like personal preference wise. But actually it's kind of cool. So it's very lightweight for the size. I mean, just feels light. Again, titanium and aluminum, so I assume the aluminum is this middle section here and the titanium is the outer area that is sort of acid washed or dark blast and tumbled. This clip is very tight and pokey. I mean, it's not like pokey, but it hurts to grab it like that. Let me just test that right away. Yeah, again, kind of grabby, and got to work on these ramps a little bit. Sorry, the contact points. So where it contacts the handle, you can see it's basically coming down to a pretty narrow point. That needs to be spread out more so that the tension is relieved over a larger area. Kind of hard to do with this clip shape the way it is, because if you did that, it would lower it probably. Or you could just extend it, but you got to do something to make the clip a little bit more comfortable, I think. But, you know, maybe a nitpick to most people there. Another nitpick for me would be right off the bat here, the screw from the clip is actually poking out into the handle, which I'm never a fan of that. That should be flush, you know. I get it when that happens if you are installing an aftermarket clip or something like that, where you're, you know, it's not coming from factory with the screw sticking out in here. They should use a shorter screw, you know. Just notice those things right off the bat. I really like the lanyard slot back here. I like the overall just aesthetic. Curious if this is part of the lock bar. I don't think so. But you can see the frame lock kind of tucked in here. Steel insert screw, really cool. Sort of a bolster lock setup. Crazy front flipper, just, it's like an inline. It's really interesting. Let's see how she does. Okay. There we go. Kind of like it's got a French custom maker feel to it in that sense. Oh, I thought I was going to be able to. Okay, so you can get a hold of that, but not too well because of the lock bar. Honestly, it looks like it'd be better left-handed. Haha. Pays to be a lefty out here. Action is really nice. That was on the lock bar there. Ergonomics are, yeah, they're a little strange. I mean, there's a choil though. Small one, I will say, but big enough, I think. Yeah, really interesting. The jimping is very spread out. It's not like aggressive, but it's, you know, it's not the most comfortable jimping just because of the shape. It's kind of like a lot of things here are based on aesthetics, you know. Form over function, so to speak, but it's still cool. Action is pretty dang good. Yeah, you got to really dig in there with that right middle finger, but I mean, I'm sure most people can get in there and get it. That's what she said. You have this kind of Cybertrix style blade shape with the tanto and the double straight edge kind of thing going on. It's kind of got a hawk bill, like a bird shaped look, sorry. Really cool fuller. I mean, I like the design a lot, actually. I thought from the picture I saw when I just kind of looked up the specs and stuff ahead of time, I kind of was like, it's like one of those crazy designs that I just don't get into. getting a little bit of stick. You can see there's like a little oil there, so clean that up. But it actually is a lot more chill than I thought. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. I love the weight. Just super lightweight. Let me just clean this up. See if that helps. It's like butter, dude. Right here, so smooth. I mean, yeah. And it's tighter than a, you know, like there's no play, no pivot lash or anything. Let me see how the lockup is. Lockup's great. Yeah, this is very well done. Yeah, I dig this a lot. Still getting used to the front flipper a little bit. I don't know if it's because I'm left-handed. Like the righty seems to pop better right-handed. But it's like it wants you to come right here, right? Oh, there it goes. Okay. So I was trying to kind of get the top and roll it over, which pretty much works, but I think they want you to come here and yeah, and that's where I kind of get stuck sometimes. Rollback works. Reach around works. Reverse flick works. And then of course you have the regular front flip. So yeah, I mean the D10 could be a little stronger, I think, but I also think it's just a matter of adjusting to the knife. This is going to sound weird because this is not a huge knife at all. Like, here's a mini Bulldog, and it's not that much bigger. Here's a tall boy, and it's bigger than a tall boy, but not, like, massively, right? It feels like the knife is a little too big for my hand, and that's why I'm struggling with that front flipper. So if you have large to XL, 2XL hands, I think you're going to like this one better than me. I think if my hand just came up a little bit higher, I would feel more comfortable hammering that. I don't know. I think it's more of that than it is something with the tab design. I don't think there's anything wrong with the tab design. You have a hand satin, by the way. They call it hand brushed. Really nice. Yeah, this is cool. Great job, Kizer. Great job, Massier. I believe that's how you say it. Love the lightweight. Really cool construction. Very cool. Great action. I do find it interesting that the clip is non-reversible, they said, but yet they have these two giant screws right here. Like, why don't they just make it reversible? It almost looks like it would be. But I swear the website said non-reversible clip, so. Oops. I mean, maybe we can check it real quick. Are these T8s? Yeah, it doesn't look like you'd be able to switch that over. Let me see. I have a T6 in here. Yeah. Tiny screws for the clip. Not looking good, but let's see. Yeah, there's no way reversing it would work. Interesting. Now let me see something. Oh no, they're the same length. Okay. I was going to say maybe I should try switching the clip screws. See if it doesn't stick out then, but it would. Okay. Get this back on. Blue Loctite on the clip screws. Come on. Tiny, tiny screws. See if it still sticks out after, what the heck? There we go. Yeah. Yep. Still sticks out there. All right. Yeah. So that's the Zero and the Mini Bulldog from the Bladesmith line. Let me know which one floats your boat the most. I would say, I think ergonomically and size-wise and everything, I definitely like the Bulldog, the Mini Bulldog better. But in terms of kind of fresh, new, cool ideas, whatnot, I do like the Zero quite a bit. If they made a Mini Zero, you know, they could call it like the Net Zero, or there's got to be something there in the naming convention. Yeah, I'd like to see that. And I think a reversible clip would be cool. I mean, you're 90% of the way there. I guess it doesn't work with the design. You could just have a left-handed clip in the box, you know. I don't know why that seems to be like something companies are allergic to. Like, just because there's a curve in the clip or something, it's like you could just make a lefty one and include it. I know it costs extra, but I don't know. All right. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I'll put links down below. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate Kizer, and I hope you guys have a great day. Let me know what you think in the comments. I would love to hear about it. And I'll see you guys soon with the Kizer September knives. Sooner rather than later this time. So, catch you guys later. Peace.